Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Empowered Gems Tarot. My name is Melissa, and today I'm really excited because we are doing a love reading for singles where we're going to be looking into who you are most likely to date next and how you're going to meet this person potentially and a timeline. So, how this reading will be structured is first, we're going to get some qualities and characteristics of this person so that you can kind of know who they are and what to potentially expect from them characteristic wise. Then we'll take a look at how the two of you may potentially meet each other and how this connection may come together. We'll also look to get a timeline to see when you guys might potentially link up with this person. So my goal with this was to make it more focused on who you're more likely to date versus just who's coming toward you next, because we may have people coming toward us next that we don't end up dating because we're not interested, right? And I know that a lot of you guys are more interested in like, who am I actually going to be dating or in a relationship with more on a long-term basis, right? So that's what we're going to do today. So just getting into a couple of disclaimers. Just remember, guys, that this is a general collective reading on YouTube. So the messages may vary with how specifically they resonate with each individual situation out there. So as a best practice, if something that I say in this reading confuses you or just doesn't feel like it resonates or fits with what you know your story to be, those are signs just to release it, let it go, accept that those messages are for someone else out there in the collective. Now, sometimes in these readings for singles, we'll end up picking up on like a past person or someone that you've been recently connected to that you're no longer interested in. And in my view, a lot of times when that happens, it's one of two things. One, it could still be that there is some lingering attachment to that person that needs to be released. Or two, it just kind of means that like there's no one new coming in the immediate future that spirit is highlighting as significant for us to be tapping into. So just keep that in mind when you come to these readings. I do sometimes see the comments where you guys are saying, ugh, this is like a past person. I'm so done with this person. And you have every right to be done with that person. But just know sometimes those are the reasons why they get picked up on in readings like these. And again, with this being a collective reading, it could be that the collective that is in the pile that you chose is more on that kind of vibration of that person that you guys are letting go of. And that could be part of it as well. So as always, release it, let it go. And if you guys did want to book a personal reading, that's a better way to get more personalized guidance on your own energy. If you wanted to book with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below. All right. So now we are going to go ahead and get into our reading selection. So if you're drawn to reading 1, we are working with this green Spinach card. If you're drawn to reading 2, we have the white card. And if you are drawn to reading 3, we have this Archangel card. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath and think about who is coming toward you next that you will be dating. Go ahead and select the card or color that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamps that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hello, my beautiful Group 1 viewers. If you guys were drawn to the Spinach card, which says toughen your spirit, this will be your message. So today we are going to be looking into who is coming towards you next in love that you will actually want to date. Okay. So the first half of this reading is going to be looking into qualities and characteristics of this person so that you guys kind of know who they are and what they might be like. And then the second part of the reading is going to look at how the two of you may eventually meet, as well as a potential time frame. So I'm really excited to get into this. All right, so we're going to start off with looking at who they are, qualities and characteristics. So we've got Spinach, toughen your spirit. We have the eternal child. We've got the child orphan. Okay. And finances and career. Wow. Okay. So group one, let's get started. I definitely feel like this person coming toward you next, that you will actually likely date, is somebody who has been through like a really, really tough time in their life. I feel like they've gone through a lot of struggles, maybe specifically with childhood, especially with this orphan child coming up. This talks about independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of survival, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. It just makes me feel like this person had a tough childhood or early experiences in life that kind of made them feel like they had to fend for themselves or go it alone. And this has really kind of, for lack of a better phrase, had to toughen their spirit. Like they've learned to have to kind of toughen up and figure things out, make their own way, right? And learn to be independent and fend for themselves because maybe their early caregivers did not provide that support. Okay. Now, despite this, with the eternal child coming up, this person, I think they do have this like inner joy to them, this inner light to them. The eternal child does talk about inner child stuff. So I also wouldn't be surprised though if some of this person's inner child wounds are pretty clear or obvious to you, my viewer, when you meet them. Now, especially if you're somebody who has worked on healing inner child wounds, I think in particular, you're going to be able to spot this like a mile away in your person, even if they haven't fully spotted it within themselves. But there is this inner light, this inner joy, this inner like kind of innocent side of them, this childlike side of them that is just wanting to be acknowledged and recognized. And I do feel like this could be a very healing experience for this person to connect with you, group one, and vice versa. I think that this person is somebody who does try to live healthy. So especially with spinach being here, not to be too literal, but it is making me feel like this person might be a healthy eater or try to make healthy choices in their life. Maybe because of those early like challenging experiences that they learned from, they've learned how to kind of sacrifice instant gratification for long-term rewards. This person could be active. They could be somebody who eats really well or eats healthy or is like active with working out and exercise. But when I think of spinach, like it's not the most tasty food. It's a very healthy food, right? So again, it's just giving me the energy of someone, even if this person doesn't work out, because again, it's a general reading, so it could play out differently for each of you. But it just means to me that this person has learned to kind of do the healthy thing or the right thing in the moment that's going to lead to more long-term benefit versus instant gratification that might not always be the healthiest choice. So they feel very disciplined to me. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys meet this person at work or if finances and career are like a huge part of this person's life. I do think a lot of you will meet them at work. Well, we're going to see when we get to that part of the reading. But again, like this person, because they've had to go it alone in their life or they learned that they had to kind of overly rely on themselves, I wouldn't be surprised if they pour and invest a lot of their time, effort, and energy into work because it's like they really value security and stability. And so for them, this is something that's able to provide that inner child, that stability and security. And as I'm tapping into this energy, I am starting to feel like a little bit of anxiety. So this person, when you guys do meet them, they could be going through a little bit of anxiety as it pertains to their work. But I feel almost like that's perpetually there, mostly because they look at work as a place of support and stability and something they really need to nurture and invest in so that they don't end up like left out in the cold in any way. Okay, so let's keep going. Group one, already getting a lot, only 5 minutes in. We're barely scratching the surface here. So what else can you tell us, Spirit, about this person? What are their qualities and characteristics? How is group one going to know who they are? Who is this person? Group one. The 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Very stable. and the Knight of Swords as well. Okay. This person is definitely someone who's very focused on stability and legacy. For some of you, it's possible that they've already been married in their life, that they've like already had children, or they've already been in a kind of a long-term committed relationship. But, you know, again, I think that this person really values long-term structure and stability. I think this is somebody who is going to want to know that the two of you have the same values and the same vision for growth and future planning. If this person doesn't already have children, I do think that they will want children, or they're at least going to want to, even if that's not the case, that they want children. I feel like with this Ten of Pentacles, their legacy that they leave behind is really important. And maybe when you guys initially meet them, that's being channeled through some career goals. But again, very stable, very much somebody who wants like commitment and structure and stability for the long term. The Knight of Swords is interesting. I do have to be honest with you guys. Like, I definitely feel like this person may really struggle with emotion, because I'm not getting a lot of emotion energy here. We've got very practical energy with the Pentacles, and then we've got air energy with the Swords being here. And the Knight of Swords in particular, while they can be like a really strong communicator, very ambitious. Again, I do think this person's very ambitious in their career when you meet. But the Knight of Swords really isn't a super like grounded energy. Like, this is somebody who's moving fast. They like to be free. Maybe this person rides motorcycles, or they kind of like to do adventurous type of hobbies. For some of you, I definitely think you'll be very intellectually stimulated by them. And I think that they will be intellectually stimulated by you. They're a talker. They might be a debater for some of you. But they feel a bit disconnected from the heart space, like a little adverse to emotion, just as I see them initially here. So that's just something that I would be watching for when it comes to this person. What it feels like is that it's coming from their childhood stuff, you know, their family stuff. I just kind of wonder with this Ten of Pentacles, if this person was born into a family that had maybe some very rigid like traditions or values that they were raised into. And the Ten of Pentacles, it's almost more like a focus on practicality versus emotion, right? This is more about the legacy that we're leaving behind, the money, the finances, the stability, the image, the mark that we're leaving, versus cultivation of like emotional connection. So they just feel a little bit detached from the heart. Okay. So let's get one of these, and then we're going to take a look at how you guys may meet them. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about this person coming through for group one? Capricorn showing itself, which wouldn't surprise me with their energy. We have spiritual practices, becoming aware to intuition and guides, meditating and releasing self-limiting beliefs, and working on inner healing and issues with codependency. This is really, really interesting energy, you guys. Ooh, and then look, we have a cosmic love at the bottom, connected in the 5D, regardless if disconnected in the 3D, intense or strong feelings that they feel are everlasting, powerful, or otherwise indescribable. That's beautiful. So I do think that when you guys meet this person, they are on a healing journey. I think that maybe part of the reason why some of this inner child stuff is popping up so strongly here is because this person is becoming more aware of some of those issues that they need to heal within themselves. I do think that they really desire that really cosmic love, that emotional connection with another person. And it's possible that like the way that they were raised has been kind of blocking, like some of those patterns have been blocking that really special love that they are desiring. Because I just kind of get the sense that this person was raised like, you take care of the responsibilities, like you take care of the family, like the money or like the legacy that you leave, the work that you do is more important than the emotion. Like it almost makes me feel like this person could have grown up in a household where like on the outside everything looked together, but inside maybe it was lacking in love and emotion, right? It was more practical or marriage by obligation type of vibes. And so I think that this person is starting to become a lot more aware of some of those patterns that they learned from childhood that may not have been as healthy, or that have been blocking this more love energy that they're wanting to feel with a partner. So yeah, they're working on healing. They could be into some spiritual practices. Maybe that's something that the two of you will bond over. So I'm excited, group one. Let's see now how you guys may potentially meet this person. So I'm going to look at their energy versus your energy, and we'll just kind of see what comes through. So Spirit, how is group one going to meet this person potentially? They could live, I don't know why I'm getting this, because there's several climates that are displayed here, but with this Knight of Swords, it makes me feel like they live in a desert sort of environment right now. So show me how, Spirit, group one will meet this person. Show me this person's energy versus my viewer's energy and how they may meet. Okay, this is your person. Show me my viewers. Ooh, okay. All right. Pull these down a little bit. All right, let's pull from one of my decks. Not sure if by the time this is posted, if I'll have these up for sale yet, so stay tuned. How will they meet, Spirit? Show me this person's energy versus my viewers. Okay, so this is coming through. We have exercise, dance, and movement. Okay, my viewers, we have put a ring on it. Okay. Look, and then we have respecting tradition and values. That's really interesting. There's definitely something about this that is important to your person, whether that is like family values, work values, tradition that they hold. This person could have darker features as well. How will they meet, Spirit? Queen of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. So I think that when you guys initially meet, first of all, this is showing as a new person. So I don't think you guys know who this person is yet. I think this is someone who has yet to present themselves to you in your life. I do think that there could be an element of them living at a distance from you, with the Three of Wands being here. Like maybe they live over the water or something like that for some of you. But there's definitely this energy of like, you don't know who this person is. And I do think that you are going to meet them through some sort of commitment with put a ring on it. There could be something that you guys commit to, plans with the Three of Wands that you make that lead you to meeting up with this person. They have open relationship and then exercise, dance, and movement here. So it's possible that you guys meet them through exercise, through dancing, or just travel, or something that requires moving, which makes sense with this Knight of Swords rather, and the Spinach. Like, remember I was getting that they might have an interest in exercising. So I think that you guys will meet them in a more casual setting, or when they're in like kind of a more casual vibe. I do think with the Queen of Wands that they're going to find you to be like really, really attractive. They're going to be drawn to your energy, your magnetism, your leadership, your physical beauty are going to stand out. But it feels like something that you guys commit to, that you're planning to do, that kind of leads you to this person. And when you guys first meet, I think it will feel a little bit more casual. but open, you know? I just think that this person does struggle with opening up their heart. You know what I mean? Like, I think they do struggle with opening up their heart. I think it's probably going to take a little bit of time for them to feel comfortable. So I think they approach it more chill, without a lot of expectation being put on things. So let's get some more clues about who this person is, group 1, and then we'll get you a timeline. So tell us, Spirit, who is this person that group 1 connects with? Yeah, it's like you guys you connect with them in a more casual environment is what I feel. Who is this person, please, Spirit? Okay. Ooh, okay. So we have the year of the goat here. Can give you clues as to personality traits and ages. We have an admirer. See, with that Queen of Wands, they have their eye on you when you guys meet. It's even possible that you guys already know this person through some sort of casual interaction. And they've already been watching you. Like, it definitely feels with this Queen of Wands like you're on their radar. Now, we also have the year of the rat coming through. So yeah, here's kind of their Knight of Swords energy: intelligent, adaptable, resourceful, quick-witted. That makes a lot of sense. We do also have distant, which again, it makes me feel like this person may not live super, super close to you. So let's take a look, group 1, and just see when you guys may become aware of this person. And remember, guys, like, we're just kind of getting how you're going to meet them. So all of this energy doesn't mean that's how the relationship will go, you know? When is group 1 likely to become aware of this person or meet them? We have the month of May coming through. So May could be significant. It's also possible that you guys met them already in May, but you just don't know who they are yet. We do have the energy of fast, so I think this is coming in fast. And then we have 1 year from now as well. So what I think there's a couple of different collectives out here on this reading. For some of you, I think that you guys have already met this person in May, and that you're going to become more aware of them quicker in time. For others of you, though, I feel like it's a year from now. Like, next May is when you meet this person, and once you do meet them, things start happening really fast. Okay? So this is what I see, group 1. Comment below. I'm super curious to know what you think about the reading and if you know who this person is. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to connect with me here on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading soon. Bye. Hey, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to this white card, which reads light, this will be your message. So today we're going to be looking into who you're likely to date next. We'll be looking first into this person's qualities and characteristics, and then we'll transition into how you guys might meet them and a timeline. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to look at their qualities and characteristics. So we also have the Father archetype coming through. We have the Mediator coming through. Okay. We also have getting to know each other. Okay, group 1. I do sense a really masculine, sort of protective, mature energy from this person, especially with this Father archetype coming through. I do think that this person has very pure intentions with the white energy, with light coming up. And I also think that this person is going to sort of illuminate some things for you, my viewer. Like they bring a certain light or shed light onto something. Like it almost feels like this person, this partner that's coming in for you is going to help you see maybe some of the things that were missing in partnerships past that you may not have even realized you needed. I do think with this father archetype that this person does come across as very masculine, very protective, responsible. I feel like this is somebody who feels very mature and very supportive. They may already be a father when you guys meet them. There's something about trees. Maybe this person likes to work outdoors or be outdoors or camp or something, or this person may just metaphorically have sort of planted roots, including like having children and a family before you guys meet each other. I definitely feel a slower moving, like more intentional energy with this person as well. I think that they are going to want to get to know you over a period of time. I think communication and words of affirmation are going to be this person's love language. You know, they really want to take their time, do things the correct, proper way, and learn you slowly. It's a very stable, mature energy, you guys. So I think if any of you have been used to more like flaky energy or more fast-paced, kind of like love bombing energy, this might be a little bit of an adjustment for you because this person wants to do things the right way. And that includes taking their time and not rushing things. Strong Libra energy coming through with this mediator. This person... Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, you guys, my music paused, so I'm just like turning that back on really quick. Yeah, so this person is somebody who's good with understanding many perspectives. Maybe in their profession, they are in a mediator type of role. They could be in the legal field. But really, this person, I think, is very fair and balanced in both their personal and professional lives, and they are able to understand multiple sides of an argument and help others reach consensus. So let's keep going, group 2. Let's see what else we can get here. Actually, let's go to the tarot. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about this person coming in next for my group 2 viewers? Who are they? Their qualities and characteristics. We have the 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. I think they already have kids or they want children. Let's get one more. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. I do think that this person wants children or already has children, group 2. And they really take a lot of pride in those relationships with their family. I also think that if this person, you know, has been divorced or maybe you guys meet them, they're going through mediation with an ex-partner, they really do look at them as family. So I think it's just important for you guys to keep that in mind. Like they're very responsible. They love their children. They also, I think, are going to want to have a positive co-parenting relationship with the mother of their children, whoever that is. Okay, so they still view that person as family, even though they're not romantically connected anymore. It feels like a very mature energy. Okay, so just bear that in mind. But this person with the 10 of Cups, like I think emotional connection is really important to them. You know, like they're going to want to bring some, the reason I feel like they're getting to know people slowly and with more intention is because they really want to make sure that whoever they're bringing into their life not only connects with them on an emotional level, but is someone that they can bring into their family unit, and have harmony within that family unit altogether. I don't feel like this person has drama with their ex. I feel like they view their ex as like a friend, like someone that they respect, someone that they work together with in co-parenting, for the betterment of their children or child that they have with this person. You know, they want to have like that balanced, kind of like mature, responsible relationship with them. And they're going to want to bring you into that fold responsibly as well. This person with the Three of Pentacles is an amazing like team player. They're a collaborator. They may be creative, or maybe you guys, we'll see, because we're going to get into how you meet them, but they could have some creative hobbies or interests that the two of you bond over. You guys may also meet them with the Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. There could be a connection to community here. So some sort of community service or community like that you belong to could be how you end up meeting this person. I feel like they have a little boy. I don't know why. The little boy is really standing out to me in this card as being significant here, or like a younger child. Again, it's a general reading, so it's going to be different for every viewer out there, but that's kind of what I see intuitively here. But I do think that this person, when they're in a relationship, they want to build that emotional connection, that harmony, bringing them into the fold of their family unit that exists already. And they're also a team player. They're somebody that's going to be a co-collaborator with you versus somebody who leaves you to do everything by yourself. This is like true partnership energy that I get, group 2. So let's see. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about group 2's future person coming their way? Ooh, we have fateful encounter, impossible to avoid, big impact on future, questions your belief system, important life-altering event. Wow. I just think that you're destined, group 2, to meet this person. And I already do feel like a couple of you guys out there being like, no, I don't like these circumstances, like with them being friendly with their ex-partner. But I just think like when you meet this person, there's going to be something about them that you just cannot avoid. Like when I'm looking at this Ten of Cups, I see potential for you and this person to build like a long-term, happy marriage and family unit together. And especially with the saying questions your belief system, like I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys out there, maybe because you've been burned in the past by exes that have been connected to their exes or past partners, like there's something about the way that this person is able to interact with their ex or the mother of their child or father of their child that like it does challenge your views because it's so healthy and so non-threatening. What else can you tell us about this person, please, Spirit, that group 2 is likely to connect with next? We do have challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. Yeah. They've been through some tough stuff, group 2. They've been through some tough stuff. You know, I do think that there will be, like, I'm almost wondering with this mediator energy if, like, that's how they've gotten so good at mediation and, like, seeing multiple perspectives because of, like, the various challenges that they've gone through. I do think that they will be working on some inner healing when you guys meet them. So let's take a look, group 2, and let's try to see how you two are likely to meet each other. Okay, Spirit. How is group 2 likely to meet this person? Show me the energy of this person when they meet and my viewer. We have the Ice Queen. Yeah, they've gone through a divorce. And here's you, freedom. Oh my gosh. And the Beauty Queen. Yes, like you're meeting this person when you're in a very magnetic, confident space. Maybe you're out there dating more than one person or just getting a lot of positive attention. This person's going to notice you. Let me get the rest of our cards out here. How is group 2 likely to meet this person, please, Spirit? Ooh. Got all my cards flipping over here. How is group 2 likely to meet this person, please, Spirit? Okay. We have exploring options. Okay, and then we've got respecting tradition and values. And then let me just pull a couple of tarot cards and we'll dive in. We have the Justice card. Interesting. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys meet this person at work, especially with this 8 of Pentacles coming up in your energy and this respecting tradition and values. There's definitely something connected to like kind of work, like working or, you know, respecting the boundaries of whatever institution or company that you work for could be significant. But again, it could also be like something connected to community service or some other type of community or hobby that you're involved in. It's like something that you work on that has a specific like values set or tradition behind it. And I think that you guys are really shining and standing out to this person. You guys could be like on stage, literally, like getting a lot of attention or leading in some regard. You're single when you meet them, and you've got this really light, sort of carefree energy to you. Whereas this person, they show up a little guarded, to be honest, with this Ice Queen. So they've been through a divorce, which makes sense with the challenges. I think that they've been working on healing from whatever, you know, breakdown in that situation occurred. But I think because they've been through a divorce or like a big breakup, potentially a breakup that kind of split up a family, this makes a lot of sense as to why they show up very discerning and slow moving, right? I think also, like, coming back to this energy of the faithful encounters, I think there's going to be something about you that challenges this person's belief systems as well. So like they challenge yours, you challenge theirs. The energy is just so different. Like I can see this person looking at you and being like this type of person would never be stable, or this type of person, even though I find them attractive, like it's like I feel like I need to keep my options open because I don't know if they're going to be the right fit. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised if this person, when you guys meet them, is dating more than one person. I even see that here in getting to know each other. We've got like this one masculine and he's talking to 2 different women. So this person could be just kind of, because they're discerning and they don't want to get hurt and they really want to make sure that whoever they bring into their life fits into their family unit, they could be dating more than one person. But I don't think you guys care. I think you respect their process because you're really, you know, in a very vibrant space, a confident space. I still think with justice, like they're very responsible and accountable. Like I don't see them being somebody who's exploring options just to like be a cheater or to be like, a player. It's coming more from a place of I need to be discerning about who I bring into my life, in my space with my children. You guys could also meet them with justice with something to do with legal law. So again, like maybe this person works in the legal field, maybe you both do, or something to do with law or justice could be connected to the way that you guys meet each other, which again would make sense with the work vibes that I was getting here. So really interesting, group 2. We're going to close it out by looking at a little bit more of some clues of who they are, and then we will get you a timeline in which you may likely meet them. So who is this person, Spirit, that group 2 is likely to date next? We have Scorpio energy. Yeah, I definitely feel like they're very stable, very strong. There is a little bit of a discerning energy. They're, like that word distrusting is showing up to me. Like they're not going to just bare their soul right away. They're really going to properly vet whoever they date. We do have the energy of mirror coming through as well. That's really interesting. Which makes sense with the light energy that we have with white coming through. This person is holding up a mirror to you and you to them. You're going to learn from each other. And then we have the year of the monkey. Charming, lucky, adaptable, bright, versatile, curious, and smart. We do have long-term at the bottom of the deck. So like I was saying, group 2, like I definitely think that this person has a potential to grow into a long-term committed relationship. Like what I'm picking up here is just kind of the initial energy of how you meet each other. It doesn't mean that the relationship plays out this way. It's just how you meet. So yeah, there's definitely an undertone here that like you and this person could be together in a long-term capacity, which is really exciting. So let's see, group 2. How is group 2 likely to meet this person, please, Spirit? Or when are they likely to meet this person, rather? What's the timeline on this as of now? We have lunch hour. So again, this could be a work connection. You guys meet each other during lunch. July. So as I'm uploading this, it is the month of July. So some of you guys could have already connected with this person or will meet them at the end of this month. We do also have the energy of April coming through as well. So maybe next April for some of you, or you've already met them the previous April that this was uploaded. Really interesting energy, group 2. Let me know in the comments if you think you know who this future counterpart is and what you think about them, and if they ask you out, will you go on a date or are you already dating them? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me here on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So I'm really excited because today we're going to be looking into who you will likely date next. And so the beginning of this reading is going to focus more on this person's qualities and characteristics. And then we're going to transition into how you guys might actually meet them. So let's go ahead. Oh, and also when. We're going to pull some timelines for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in, group 3. So you guys selected this Archangel card, which reads, Invoke the Guardians. Okay. We also have, the Gem archetype. We have the Visionary. And we have Attraction. This is who this person is. Okay. Group 3. I actually feel like this person is someone that you guys maybe like divinely orchestrated to meet. especially with this Archangel energy coming through, this is making me feel like this is being connected. You two are being connected through like a higher power or your guides. I also feel like this person is very spiritually protected. I think they are spiritual, whether they identify as such or not. They carry a lot of spiritual qualities and insights. We have this visionary here. This literally looks like a psychic, so they could have some psychic ability. But this talks about the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Okay, so this is somebody who's able to see into the future, have a vision for the future. Maybe there's somebody who has really big ideas, not only for their life or for themselves, but for the world or organization that they're part of. This person is, I think, going to stand out to you immediately because the gem tells me that you see something of value in them because the environment that they're in, it almost doesn't seem like they should be in that environment, right? When we take a look at this gem, it's literally sitting here in the dirt with like little worms and everything all around it, right? Like it stands out so much of value because what's around it is so different in contrast. So this person stands out immediately to you. They really shine. They have a very unique essence to them. And I think that this person is also someone who loves to live in the moment. You know, like they really immerse themselves into whatever experience that they're having. They give that experience their undivided attention. They know how to really sink into it. I'm getting like a strong Taurus energy from that. So Taurus could be prominent in their chart, but even if not, it doesn't matter. Like they just know how to really immerse themselves into an experience, a person, a partner, and live in the moment and enjoy it to the max. So yeah, I think that when you guys meet them, they're going to really stand out to you because first of all, they don't even look like they belong wherever it is that you guys find them or meet them. And they have something very valuable and unique about them that draws you in. They're also someone who's going to be like just living their best life in the moment, which I think also is something that attracts you. All right, group 3. So let's see what else. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about group 3's person that they're likely to date next? We have the Page of Swords. And we also have the Four of Swords coming through. So this person is definitely somebody who is a curious person. They ask a lot of questions. I think they're a bit skeptical at times as well. So even though they have this really visionary energy, I don't feel like they're super naive or suffer fools because they do show as a little bit guarded in their communication. I kind of wonder for some of you guys, we have the Devil here at the bottom of the deck, and underneath of that, we've got the Five of Pentacles. So it's making me wonder if this person has recently gotten out of like a toxic situation, whether it's like a toxic workplace or a toxic relationship when you guys meet, because they're showing here with this Four of Swords, it was being like very like wanting to detach from drama, toxicity, unhealthy patterns, and just kind of take a rest. Which makes sense with this energy of attraction, just kind of wanting to enjoy their life and just be drama-free. So they may be someone who is initially like a little bit guarded in their communication or kind of asks a lot of questions that might make them seem a little skeptical. Okay. Let's see. You guys may also connect with them online, or they may have an online presence. The Page of Swords can sometimes be the online social media person that we know or that's spying on us. Who is this person, please, Spirit? We do have age difference. Instant cosmic connection, similar upbringing or dating history, difference in age, but maturity level is almost the same. So there could be some sort of an age difference here between you guys. With the pages, this could indicate that they're a little bit younger, or on the converse, maybe they're skeptical because you are younger than them. But I do think that the connection that you have with them is going to feel like really, really strong, regardless of whatever differences you have. Now, it's not going to be an age difference for all of you, right? This is a general reading. So there could be some other type of difference. So even if the two of you are similar or closer in age, there could be differences in life experiences, differences in belief systems that come up here, differences in dating history for some of you. Okay, Spirit, and who is this person? Who is this person? Oops. Hold on a second. My music just went to an ad, so I'm going to turn that off. Who is this person that group 3 is likely to date next, please, Spirit? Ooh, we have honeymoon. Honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Ooh, okay. This could be a clue about where you guys like meet this person. Maybe you meet them during travel, or they like to travel, or it's possible that you guys meet them at someone's wedding. And maybe that's what is standing out to you, or you're like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna meet someone like this here. You know? You go to someone's wedding and you don't expect to meet like an attractive single person that you would be interested in. Interesting. Yeah, I think Spirit's already kind of giving us a clue about how you guys will meet this person. So, all right, let's take a look next at how you guys will meet them. See if we can build on this story. So we're going to take a look at their energy and your energy. So Spirit, how is group 3 going to meet this person? Show me this person's energy and my viewer's energy, please. Ooh, so we have Beauty Queen showing up for this person's energy. And then we have Soulmate showing up for your energy, group 3. We have the Dark Male at the bottom, so this could be some clues about their physical appearance for some of you. They could have darker characteristics, darker features. Let's get some clarifiers here. Spirit, how is group 3 going to meet this person? That Beauty Queen really stands out because it's like there's just something, it just connects back to that gem where there's something about them that immediately stands out to you as being special. So we have inaction and nothing coming through. And then we have giving a gift here. Okay, let's pull some tarot for clarification. Spirit, how are they going to meet this person, please? have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Three of Wands. Yeah. There could be a long distance element here too. So for some of you, this could be a work connection. For some, doesn't necessarily have to be. But yeah, with the Three of Wands and the honeymoon card, there could be something about planning long distance or like some sort of event that you're planning in the future. Something where you have to bring a gift. So again, it does kind of feel like you guys might literally meet this person at somebody's wedding or meet them at some sort of planned event where you're coming in and you are giving a gift. So it could be like, think of anything, any event, like a birthday party, a baby shower, it could be anything like that that requires you to have to plan travel or plan in advance here. So how are you guys going to meet this person? I'm also kind of feeling like right away you're going to feel a connection to them. So even if you guys don't get to spend a ton of time together within this specific first meeting, I do think you're going to automatically feel very drawn to this person and very connected to this person. They are in the spotlight when you guys meet each other. Like they are, I get the sense like with this Queen of Cups, how she's like running around here, like there's something about their energy that's like really busy or receiving a lot of attention or performing in some regard when you guys meet each other. And so initially when you connect, they may not take any dedicated action towards you. I see like a door being open here on your end, right? When I look at this Three of Wands, there's like a man sitting here waiting for someone else to join him. Like there's another coffee cup here, like he's waiting for somebody to come join him. So there could be that element at play where for some of you guys, there is like this open door or invitation for them to come sit with you during this meetup. This person is showing up in Queen of Cups energy. So this is somebody who is connected to the water element, emotion element. So this could be somebody, like again, there's something about this meeting that's connected to emotions, which would make sense if it's like a wedding or a baby shower or something like that. I do get the sense that they're busy or hosting or something like that. For some of you guys, this energy could be flipped as well. I do know that a lot of my viewers are women who specifically date men. I just kind of see that in the comments a lot more frequently. So take that as it resonates for you. If you guys know that you're going to be going to something soon where you're the one that's kind of busy and in the spotlight, this could signify your energy and this your person. So just take that as it resonates for you. One thing that I did want to show you guys though at the bottom of the deck was give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So I think that's going to be the key, because there is going to be sort of an instant connection to this person, but it does feel like whatever this situation is where you initially meet them, there may not be time or bandwidth for the two of you to really sit and like connect in a meaningful way, but it doesn't mean that the interest isn't there, right? Because obviously we're asking about who you're going to date next, you know? So let's just kind of see what else we can get about their qualities and characteristics, and we'll close this out with a timeline for you guys. So who is this person for group 3? Please, Spirit. We have Aquarius energy. Okay. So again, there's that visionary vibe. Again, connecting us to something to do with community. We also have Gemini energy. So lots of air, which makes sense with that Page of Swords. What else? And then we also have the Year of the Rooster coming through. And we have soulmate. This is a soulmate, you guys. So exciting. Yep, so there's going to be like an instant pull to them. Lots of air energy. So they are somebody who's communicative, independent, visionary, expressive, charismatic, curious, super intelligent. But there's also like something about them that's very emotionally compatible or emotionally intelligent that I see here. Okay. So let's take a look, group 3, and we're going to see how you guys, or when you guys, may likely encounter this person. How is group 3? When are they likely to encounter this person? We have this week. Okay, so for some of you, it's like already happening. We have next water sign season. So as I'm uploading this video, we're probably still in or just finishing up Cancer season. So next water sign could be Scorpio season, but it also depends on when you're watching, right? So this is a timeless reading. Could be Pisces season for some of you. We also have the full moon coming through as well. And we have slow at the bottom of the deck. So I think that's the thing with this, you guys, is like fall. I think this is going to develop a little more slowly. Because again, it seems like when you guys meet them, there may not be a lot of time to really connect in a meaningful way or bandwidth to connect in a meaningful way. It seems like in the fall is sort of when things may pick up for this person. So especially if you're meeting them this week, like Cancer season or during the next full moon, like just keep in mind that things may need a little bit more time to fully develop here. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing for you, group 3. Comment below. Please let me know what is happening for you in your love life. And thank you so much for supporting me here on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading soon. Bye.